Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we're coming to a festive month, December, where people are celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, so many celebrations. As Muslims, our big days of celebration already took place, the Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. But still, we're off during these times. And the theme centered around all of this is Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. So it's very important that, we put into perspectives what's going on during this time and share it with our kids, share it with our families about our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first as one, and also our relationship with this great prophet Isa alayhi salam. And especially in this place in our society where there's so much confusion, misconceptions about Muslims' perception on Isa alayhi salam, it is so important that people know where we stand with Isa alayhi salam, our relationship, how we honor him, and Maryam as well. So I'll read the verses. I just started with the first few verses that highlight the miraculous birth of Isa alayhi salam. So I'll go over this more in detail. And the subject of the day's khutbah is applying Isa alayhi salam's message in the cradle. And that message that he gave was, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ, and he made me blessed wheresoever I may be. So let's go on with the ayats, and we'll recite, translate, recite, translate. So first, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and relate in the book the story of Maryam. When she withdrew from her family to a place in the east, she placed a screen from them. Then we sent to her our angel, Ruhana, fatamattala laha basharan sawiya, which appeared to them in the form of a man in all respects. And she said, I seek refuge from you to the most gracious, to Allah, if you do fear Allah. He said, nay, I am only a messenger from your Lord, to announce to you the gift of a son. قَالَ إِنَّمَا أَنَا رَسُولُ رَبِّكِ لِأَهَبَ لَكِ غُلَامًا زَكِيًّا, a pure son. And then she said, قَالَتْ أَنَّا يَكُونُ لِي غُلَامٌ وَلَمْ يَمْسَسْنِي بَشَرٌ وَلَمْ أَكُ بَغِيًّا قَالَ كَذَلِكِ قَالَ رَبُّكِ هُوَ عَلَيَّ حَيٍّ وَلِنَجْعَلَهُ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَرَحْمَةً مِنَّا وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْضِيًّا فَحَمَلَتْهُ فَانْتَبَذَتْ بِهِ مَكَانًا قَصِيًّا. So then he goes on to say that this is easy. Allah said, this is easy for me. And we will appoint him as a sign unto men and a mercy to us. It is a matter decreed. So she conceived the baby, that's Isa alayhi salam, and she retired with him to a remote place. And we'll pause here for a moment. Let's just look at this story. Maryam. Maryam was considered one of the most pious women of all time. In Islam, in our perspective, this relationship that we have with Maryam, she's deemed one of the most honorable, the most pious women of all time. When we talk about honoring women, women's rights, this is Maryam. And look at the other thing. When she had the baby, when she was growing up, and she was dedicated to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Her mom, their parents, were like, oh, we had after being barren for so long, had a miracle in itself by having Maryam. Thinking that maybe it'll be a boy, they can dedicate Maryam to the worship of Allah, but it didn't matter whether it's a boy or a girl. It's equal rights in that sense. Whether you're a man, man amila salihan min dhakarin aw untha wa huwa mu'minun falanuhyiyannahu hayatan tayyiba wa lanajziyannahum ajrahum bi ahsani ma kanu ya'malun. In Surah Nahl, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us that it doesn't matter whether you're man or woman, you're going to get that equal reward according to the best of your action. Men don't have preference because they're men and they give zakah, they give sadaqah over women, and vice versa. There's equality there. So having a righteous spouse, a child, we can never underestimate the importance from this lesson, how we should, as we have children, and maybe we didn't do, we should have had our deen number one in priority, is that we should dedicate our children to worship of Allah, to being good servants of Allah, being ambassadors of this deen. You know, those, especially from the Somali community, mashallah, what do they dedicate towards? The Quran. That's very admirable. You know, it's great, you know, dedicate towards having your kids have the best education. Never forget that. You know, the best in everything. But sometimes we compromise, or we don't even put religion up there. That should be the number one. You know, this life is so short, you know, and that should be our number one priority. So a compliment to the Somali community, mashallah, who's been a blessing to our community just as much as the Kurdish when majority moved and made Nashville, our Muslim community, stronger and better. But that dedication and priority to the deen, this is what Zakaria, this is what, this is what, when we talk about the family of Imran, and what their dedication by having even a daughter towards, you know, dedicating towards Allah. And her piety was so strong, Maryam, that when they would come, Zakaria would come, who was overseeing, as a relative, Maryam, she would see food in front of, you know, food out of nowhere. They didn't bring food. And what did he say? He said, where did you get this food? And she would say, this is from Allah. He gives to anyone he wants without, you know, there's no limit, you know. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to give, he gives. And so that was from that relationship Maryam had. You know, again, back to education, so important. But we can't compromise the deen. We can't forget the deen. Sometimes we say if they, you know, spend too much time in religion, they're going to sacrifice their education. They're not going to get a good job. What's the ultimate goal? That they get provided for, that they have a good quality of life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of our families when we place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as number one and number one priority. Absolutely, we have to do that. And there's many other things we could say about Maryam. But of course, the theme of this topic is tied into Isa alayhi salam. So we'll go on, and of course we'll go on to the next portion. And then Qasiya. فَأَجَاءَهَا الْمَخَاضِ إِلَى جِذْعِ النَّخْلَةِ قَالَتْ يَا لَيْتَنِي مِتُّ قَبْلَ هَذَا وَكُنْتُ نَسْيًا مَنْسِيًّا فَنَادَاهَا مِنْ تَحْتِهَا أَلَّا تَحْزَنِي قَدْ جَعَلَ رَبُّكِ تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا. صدق الله العظيم. We'll stop there. And then she went and betook herself at the trunk of the tree, and due to the pains of the childbirth, drove her to the trunk of the tree. And she said, قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا. Oh, would that I had been, and I'll translate it, oh, would that I had died before this, would that I had been a thing forgotten and out of sight. There are times in life that you just feel like this is the end of it. But look at this amount of pain that she's going through. It's just incredible, unbearable. But then again, her relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, we read in the surah Talaq that those who fear Allah, Allah will prepare a way out. He'll provide for them from means they could never imagine. And we should take into, connect these ayats. Look right here. From where she could never imagine, all of a sudden there's a voice, and it says, beneath the palm tree, grieve not, for your Lord has provided a rivulet beneath you, its water. And shake towards yourself the trunk of the palm tree. It will let fall fresh, ripe dates upon you. And then, so eat and drink and cool your eye. And if you do see any man I have vowed to fast to Allah most gracious, and this day I will not enter into any talk with any human being. At length, she brought the baby to her people, carrying him in her arms. And they said, O Maryam, truly an amazing thing you have brought. O sister of Harun, your father was not a man of evil, nor your mother a woman unchaste. But she pointed to the baby. Again, she vowed to fast and she wasn't going to speak. So she had that promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and she wasn't going to break it. Otherwise she could explain what happened. This is a miracle. But she fulfilling her promise. They said, so she points to the baby, which is Isa alayhi salam, in the cradle. And they said, how can we talk to one who is a child in the cradle? You know, you go to the nursery, you have a family member, have a new baby, you have a new child. Can you imagine talking to that baby, asking that name? It's impossible, right? But again, when you have your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will take care of you. She could have shouted, she could have got upset, she could have got angry. Just imagine, you're being accused of being unchaste, you know? This is an accusation against your honor. And we get accused, we get our honor that is, you know, people come and attack it at different times. We feel so upset and we say, oh, this is my honor, and you want to get words, you want to get physical. No, let's look at the real stories in the Quran, the real stories, you know, to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and apply them into our lives. Let's practice restraint, patience, sabr. And so what happens? And of course, we believe in many miracles, these miracles we hear about, we believe in Isa alayhi salam by the permission of Allah. Cured the leper, cured the blind, you know, created out of clay, breathed into it a bird and it was, raised the dead. These are mentioned in the Quran, just as the miracles that people believe in among the other faiths. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this miracle. Isa alayhi salam then says, قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا. صدق الله العظيم. These are the words of Isa alayhi salam as a baby. Starts, how does she defend her mother? The first thing he says, you know, he doesn't say my mom's innocent. The first thing he identifies it with is his relationship with Allah. It's very important to know that, because now there's confusion. What's Isa alayhi salam? In Islam, we are very, very clear on this matter that he's a servant of Allah, and no different than the other prophets, no different than the other human beings that lived, that ate, that slept. And in fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, remember in, I think it's Surah Al-Imran, the similitude of Isa is like the similitude of Adam. Allah created him out of dust and said, be kun fayakun. That's it. When Allah wants to create a human being, an animal, anything in creation, all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to say is kun fayakun, be and it is. That's the power of Allah. When we know who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, nothing should fall short of our expectations. We know it's just way beyond. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do anything he wants. So he says, he identifies his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is our relationship? When someone asks you who you are, we have many hats. I'm a family man, I'm an engineer, I'm this, I'm that. But wouldn't it be beautiful if the first thing that we take pride in is our relationship with Allah? Qala inni abdullah. I am the servant of Allah. It's a huge honor. It's, that's who we work for. We should take pride in it. Someone works for a company and they love that company. Someone may work for a sports organization. I love it. You know, whatever it is, that company is so good to you. What about Islam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Fusilat, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. In Surah Fussilat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, who is better in speech than one who calls towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, works righteousness, and says, I am a Muslim. You know, that's the person who's best in speech. So let's not shy away from our Islam. We should carry it with pride, with gratitude, with humility, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us Islam, and live it, you know, share it with others. It's we're very fortunate. We read Surah Kahf every week, and you know, there's no crookedness. There's no, it's very straight. The Quran is very clear. It's a guide. It's a guidance. You know, which direction are we going to go? And our ultimate goal is to go to Jannah, to please Allah, to please the one who created us. So let us instill that identity with not just ourselves, but with our kids, that they should never feel any bit of shyness of carrying Islam, carrying this Iman in our heart. It's proud. Like if someone's a New England Patriot and they play for that organization, they're winning Super Bowls after Super Bowls, why would they hide and say, I'm a New England Patriot? I'm like the linebacker. I'm Tom Brady. Would he ever be afraid to say, I'm the quarterback of the New England Patriots? Everyone knows how awesome that organization is. They win Super Bowls. Islam, we got Islam. Aren't we grateful to be Muslims? You know, this is, until we really recognize what we have in our hands, what we have in the Quran, what we have in the Sunnah, we need to really recognize it and feel it in our heart, feel it in our body, feel it, you know, that surround us, you know, be grateful for what we have. Then we'll be out there, you know, we'll be ambassadors of Islam, because who wouldn't want to be an ambassador of Islam? And then he says, وَجَعَلَنْ, and then قَالَ إِنِّي عَبْدُ اللَّهِ آتَانِيَ الْكِتَابَ, and he gave me a book and made me a prophet. The first thing he recognized after his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the book, the kitab. He gave him a book, the Injil. You know, this is the thing. What do we take pride in? If we could say a few words, what would those first few words would be? Or if these were the last words in our life, what would they be? Would we circle back to Allah, to the Quran? For us, our book is Quran. It's a treasure. So let us look at and reflect on what is our relationship with the Quran, with this beautiful book, that it has everything we need in life to navigate through life, how to live a relationship with our family, with society, with our parents, how to live a halal livelihood, you know, how to improve society, how to improve our relationship with Allah, how to, you know, look at lessons from past prophets. You know, what happened to communities through their failures? What happened because of their obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It has it all there. It has science, scientific discoveries. Whenever we want, we can find it to help us get to a better place, come towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's here. So we have to really study it and help us navigate through life. And then he says, I'm a prophet. He made me a prophet. This is one of the things we should really look into, the stories of the prophets and learn from those lessons, study them, and read the seerah. These are our guidance, the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then he says, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. He made me a blessing. He made me blessed wheresoever I may be. And I'm going to cut the khutbah probably in 5 minutes, so I don't, there's a lot I was going to talk on this, but got into a lot of other stuff, but tied to this passage on Maryam, in Surah Maryam. But blessing, what is this blessing? What is barakah? And I was looking it up, like it says increase or productivity in something, and it could cause easiness in someone's living matters, or prosperity. And so the boost sometimes may come with little effort, but you get so much. Like your time, there's barakah in time. You put in a little time, and then all of a sudden you feel like you had all this time, and it just grows, right? In your wealth, in your food. We read about the seerah, the times when there's food just coming in and in. To feed one person, it was feeding 10 people. That's barakah. And so you don't have to have all the wealth in the world to feel that you're content, that you're the richest of persons, because there's barakah in what you have, what's in your hands, what is at your disposal. But the other thing in this, when we talk about the spiritual interpretation, it's a divine sense of divine contentment with whatever one has, and it becomes the essential part of one's personality. And so, the one having this quality is called Mubarak, the person with blessings, and blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we just went through Thanksgiving. I was almost going to give a khutbah and shukr, realized probably you've heard 3 or 4 by now. And so, but one of the ayats that we repeat when we talk about gratitude, blessings, it's from Surah Ibrahim, several ayats. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. And your Lord, and remember when your Lord proclaimed, if you give thanks, I will give you more. He will add more. It's a formula. We look at mathematical formulas. It's a formula. You're grateful for what Allah gave you. You thank Allah. You know, whatever it is in life you go through. You get, instead of an A, you got a B. But you thank Allah. Hey, I got a B. Next time I'll get an A. You thank Allah for the situation you're in. You thank Allah you got, $300 on your paycheck. Alhamdulillah. Next week, all of a sudden you get this $400 paycheck. Whatever it is, Allah guarantees He's going to increase. It's an easy formula. Why don't we look at that formula and apply it in our lives? And then, so we have to remember Allah's favors upon us. And then the next thing He said, and He has made me. And then He said, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. He enjoined on me prayer and charity as long as I live. Prayer, there's so much we can talk about Salah. This is the key to Jannah. This is the key to paradise that Prophet ﷺ said. The key to paradise is prayer, Salah. So if we don't have that key, and if we don't have the keys, how are we going to get into Jannah? We can do all the other good things. Some people say, I'm a good Muslim. I don't harm anyone. I say good. Alhamdulillah, that's great. But if you're not praying, you're missing the boat. How are you going to get into that mansion in Jannah if you don't have the keys? And even if you have the keys, remember the keys have ridges. You go to Home Depot and sometimes you get a copy of 3 keys and you try, maybe one doesn't work. You try to open the door, it doesn't work. So it's not just having the keys, it's making sure the key is perfect all around. And that's why Prophet ﷺ talked about the Salat. He said, and I'll just paraphrase it, that a person can pray, but they'll get maybe 1/4 of the reward, 1/6, and so forth. So just imagine you pray, or they may not get any reward for it. We say we're praying, but where's our khushu? Where's our concentration? Are we thinking of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If I'm talking to you and I'm reading on my phone or something, y'all won't get anything I'm saying. Or if you go to your boss and ask for a raise, you don't even know what you're saying. You're speaking in another language and saying, I need a raise, but you're speaking in Korean. He's not going to understand it. You're not going to understand it. When we're praying to Allah, we need to know what we're praying. We need to understand the meanings of the surahs. We need to understand the meaning of at least Surah Fatiha. Every single Muslim should know the meaning of Surah Fatiha. Where is that conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going? We're conversing. فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ وَاشْكُرُونِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. Remember me and I will remember you. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the world, is remembering us. Sometimes you go on social media and say you tag a president, or this superhero, all-star, the sports hero, LeBron, and he responds and says, thanks for tagging me. Boy, I know the youth in this room would go wild and share it with everyone. Guess what? You're tagging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're mentioning Allah, and He's actually mentioning you back. Just imagine how awesome that is. So we need to invest in our salat. And then zakat. Islam is so beautiful that when you hear salat, many times you hear zakat. Why? Because it's not about your relationship with Allah. You have to give, and you have to remember those living in poverty. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us of all our duties to those who are going towards hardship. So giving charity and that duty, that responsibility. And Isa alayhi salam has mentioned that. That's why you see in Christianity, they're big on giving charity. You'll find them very charitable. We should have that commitment in our faith. In our masajid shouldn't be suffering. There's a sale back there, by the way. Brother Mahar is, please donate, buy t-shirt to support the Saladin Center, support the weekend school. We shouldn't have to ask. It should automatically come that I am going to give my charity to support good causes, support my masjid. Masjid shouldn't have to be asking for charity. And then I'll end it with the last. And then he said, and he made barram biwalidati walam yaj'alni jabbaran shakiya. And he made me good towards my mother and not unblessed. So good towards parents. We'll end it with that. That's a whole subject in itself. What is our relationship? Some of us have lost our parents. Some of us have our parents. Some of us are parents. But our gates of Jannah are open when you please your parents. And if you displease them, the gates of Jahannam are open. Woe to those who couldn't enter Jannah, and they had one or both parents living to old age. Not send them to a nursing home and forget them. Not send them a card only once a year. But that relationship to serve them, to please them, to make them happy, to put them above ourselves just like they put us above them. Never to say uffin, wala wa kulla ma uffin. Not to shout at them. So we'll end it there. And then at the end he said, peace on the day I was born, the day I die, and the day I'm raised up again. So let's take into heart these lessons, these messages. Read Surah Maryam with your family when you go home. During this Christmas time, when people are talking about Jesus, maybe the kids, you never know, small kids might be confused. Let's set the record straight. And that we know Isa alayhi salam was raised. He wasn't crucified. He was raised. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him. That's a miracle. And he will come back. We believe in the second coming. We believe in his miracle. We believe in his miraculous birth, and so forth and so on. Those beliefs are there. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر لي ولكم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Dear brothers and sisters, إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Let us follow these messages in the Quran. Follow the teachings that we have that cover the Maryam and Isa alayhi salam, and take it to heart and share it with others. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Rahim, forgive all our sins and shortcomings, Ya Allah. And Ya Allah, let us carry this message, what we have in the Quran, in the Hadith, and these beautiful passages of Maryam and the miraculous birth of Isa, and the words. Let's take his words to heart from this lesson in the cradle. And Allah, forgive all those who are sick and starving, those who are suffering. Ya Allah, cure them. Ya Allah, I have special dua for one of our respected brother's wife who was suffering over the last few years, and Sister Aina Ansari, Brother Shoaib's wife. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her Jannah. I'm so sorry just hearing this news right now. There will be Janazah prayer at Saladin Center graveyard soon. Zohar prayer tomorrow, inshallah, at 12:30 p.m. Please come, and that's one of our duties, to visit, to follow the burial. That's the relationships we have with each other. Very sorry to hear this, but we pray that Allah grant her Jannat al-Firdaus and make it easy for her to answer the questions with ease in the grave, have a peaceful rest. Allah, make things easy for the family, and the family can reconnect in Jannat al-Firdaus. That's where we want to be with our families again, with this being we have. And please make dua also. My father had been hospitalized and had been quite ill over the last few days, and all the other people in our community make dua for him. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Inna Allaha ya'muru bil adli wal ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'idukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Aqimus salah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة